What if the most brilliant tactician in the world wasn't a general with decades of experience, but an artificial intelligence capable of predicting every move with chilling accuracy? From supply chain optimization to real-time enemy engagement, AI is poised to redefine warfare as we know it. But here's the question that keeps military strategists awake at night. What happens when the machines we create to protect us become too powerful to control?
Welcome to Brother Board Plays, your home for war stories and history. If you don't want to miss out on the future videos, smash that like button, hit that bell icon, and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive in.
Where algorithms calculate death probabilities in milliseconds, where drone swarms move like digital flocks of steel, and where human commanders must compete with machines that never sleep, never hesitate, and never forget. And this isn't science fiction anymore. This is happening right now in conflicts around the globe. And what we're witnessing is just the beginning of a transformation that will reshape warfare forever. Right now, as you're watching this video, AI systems are making life and death decisions on battlefields across the world, not in some distant future, but today. In Ukraine, both sides deploy AI-powered drones that can identify and engage targets with minimal human input. These aren't just remote-controlled aircraft, they're semi-autonomous hunters programmed to recognize enemy vehicles, personnel, and equipment. Israel's Iron Dome doesn't wait for human approval to intercept incoming rockets. It calculates trajectories, threat levels, and engagement solutions faster than any human ever could. In the time it takes you to blink, it has already decided who dies and who lives. But the real revolution isn't happening in the skies, it's happening in the command centers. AI systems are now processing satellite imagery, intercepting communications, and analyzing troop movements to provide commanders with what military strategists call decision advantage. They're not just tools anymore, they're becoming digital generals. The US military's Project Maven uses machine learning to analyze drone footage, identifying potential targets and threats with superhuman precision. What once took teams of analysts hours to process, AI can now accomplish in minutes. Here's what's truly unsettling. We're rapidly approaching a point where human commanders can't keep up with the speed of AI recommendations. The machine suggests, the human approves, but there's less and less time to question the machine's logic. Imagine playing chess against an opponent who can see 20 moves ahead, knows your strategy before you do, and never makes a mistake. That's what modern AI brings to warfare. These systems don't just react to what's happening, they predict what will happen. By analyzing patterns in enemy communications, troop movements, and supply deliveries, AI can forecast enemy intentions with startling accuracy. Some systems claim up to 85% accuracy in predicting enemy actions up to 72 hours in advance. But prediction is just the beginning. AI excels at optimization, finding the most efficient solutions to complex problems. In warfare, this means perfectly timed supply deliveries, optimal troop positioning, and resource allocation that maximizes combat effectiveness while minimizing waste. Consider logistics. An AI system can simultaneously track thousands of variables: fuel consumption, ammunition expenditure, weather patterns, enemy activity, terrain conditions, and adjust supply chains in real time. What human logistics officer could process that much information and make optimal decisions every few minutes? The intelligence gathering capabilities are even more staggering. AI can analyze communications patterns to identify command structures, predict morale issues before they become problems, and even assess the psychological state of enemy forces based on their digital footprints. But here's the terrifying part. If your enemy has superior AI and you don't, you're not just outgunned, you're outthought at every level. This brings us to the question that haunts every military ethicist. When machines make killing decisions, who's accountable for the consequences? The killer robot debate isn't academic anymore. We already have weapons systems that can select and engage targets without human authorization. The question isn't whether we'll have fully autonomous weapons, it's how we'll control them once we do. Here's a scenario that keeps defense officials awake. An AI system detects what it calculates as an imminent nuclear threat. It has 30 seconds to respond. Human commanders are still processing the data when the AI system automatically launches a preemptive strike. Later investigation reveals the threat was a false positive. Who do you hold responsible? The programmer who wrote the code? The commander who deployed the system? The politician who authorized its use? Or do we accept that in an age of machine warfare, some decisions are simply beyond human accountability? But the risks go deeper than accountability. AI systems can be hacked, spoofed, or manipulated. What happens when your enemy turns your own AI against you? What happens when an AI system develops strategies so complex that even its creators can't understand or predict its actions? Perhaps most unsettling, AI doesn't suffer from combat fatigue, moral injury, or hesitation. It can escalate conflicts with a ruthless efficiency that human commanders might find unconscionable. The very absence of human emotion and moral reasoning, initially seen as an advantage, might become our greatest liability. So where does this leave human soldiers in an AI-dominated battlefield? The answer might surprise you. Rather than making humans obsolete, AI is transforming them into something unprecedented: human and AI hybrid operators. Tomorrow's soldiers won't just carry rifles, they'll manage AI systems, interpret machine recommendations, and make split-second decisions about automated responses. Think of it as evolution under pressure. Modern fighter pilots don't fly aircraft so much as manage computer systems that happen to be attached to engines and weapons. The pilot's role has shifted from manual control to strategic oversight and decision-making. But this transformation comes with psychological costs. Imagine the mental burden of a soldier who must trust life and death decisions to algorithms they don't fully understand. Imagine the moral injury of a commander who realizes their AI system made a catastrophic error based on their authorization. Human adaptability, creativity, and intuition remain crucial, perhaps more crucial than ever. While AI excels at pattern recognition and optimization, humans excel at innovation, ethical reasoning, and adapting to completely unexpected scenarios. The most effective military forces of the future won't be purely human or purely AI. They'll be hybrid systems that leverage the strengths of both while mitigating the weaknesses of each. What we've discussed so far is just the beginning. The next phase of AI warfare will make today's systems look primitive. Imagine AI systems that don't just analyze cyberspace, they actively reshape it, creating false realities to confuse enemy systems while protecting their own networks. Imagine autonomous defense grids that can identify and neutralize threats across entire continents without human intervention. We're moving toward a world where conflicts might be decided not by who has the most soldiers or the best weapons, but by who has the most sophisticated AI. Nations are racing to develop quantum-enhanced AI systems that could render current military technology obsolete overnight. China's military AI development focuses on swarm intelligence, thousands of autonomous drones operating as a single entity. Russia is developing AI systems designed to operate in contested electromagnetic environments where traditional communications fail. The United States is working on AI that can function independently for extended periods without human contact. But perhaps the most significant development isn't technological, it's geopolitical. AI warfare capabilities are becoming the new nuclear weapons, game-changing technologies that fundamentally alter the balance of power between nations. The country that achieves AI superiority first might gain an advantage so overwhelming that traditional military responses become irrelevant. We're standing at the threshold of a new era in human conflict. AI isn't just changing how wars are fought, it's changing what war means. We're creating weapons that can think, plan, and kill without human emotion, without human hesitation, and potentially without human control. The promise is seductive. I could make warfare more precise, reduce civilian casualties, and end conflicts more quickly. The reality is more complex. We're building systems whose capabilities may soon exceed our ability to understand or control them. This isn't a distant future we're discussing. These technologies exist today, improving exponentially, deployed by militaries around the world. The question isn't whether AI will reshape warfare, it already has. The question is, in our rush to build the perfect military AI, are we creating our own replacement on the battlefield or our own executioner? What happens when the machine decides that the greatest threat to mission success isn't the enemy, but us? What aspects of AI warfare concern you most? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more deep dives into the technologies reshaping our world.